Good morning, dear LeNS colleagues. My name is Claudio. I'm talking to you from Londrina State University. And today I want to present you our paper named Design for Sustainability Framework Applied to the Problem of Garment Waste. So this is a Brazilian study. This is our very beautiful city, Londrina. Be welcome. We are here in the south of Brazil. We are part of the LeNS Brazil. Here we have a LeNS lab, and in this lab, our research group named the SIM. It's a research group on design, sustainability, and innovation. Here we investigate the problem of textile waste. This problem is caused by the fashion sector, the fourth largest economy in the world. In our country is relevant for fashion because we are the 50th biggest producer of textiles and 14 garment in the world. In terms of production, we know that the cut phase is the most impacted. This waste is part of urban solid waste here in Brazil. It's a minor part. Here in Brazil, we discard approximately 9 kilograms per person a year. It's lower if compared to USA or UK, but it's growing too. So textile waste causes a lot of problems. For example, depletion of non-renewable resources, habitat destruction and soil depletion, and toxic emissions or greenhouse emissions. Most of these problems are caused here in Brazil because of the lack of proper systems for collection and destination. In fact, we recycle or compost only 13% and almost zero for textiles. In our state of Paraná, we generate around 10,000 of tons a year, most coming from industry and other part for post-consumption. It's important to highlight that collectors cooperative represents an important actor in the system because they collect a lot of material, and textile is the third most found material in their separation activity. We investigated this problem since 2009, and we can divide our work in 4 main phases. In the first phase, we dedicate our efforts to the reuse of waste, mainly for handcraft applications and for social inclusion. In the second phase, we investigated the reuse of waste for producing some products, some small products, and also we developed a project within an industry investigating the possibility to apply zero waste. In the phase 3, we investigated recycling the waste to produce new materials and even products and business models using these new materials. And in the phase 4, we are now exploring some possibilities of system approaches to the waste collection and destination, both for industrial and post-consumption. Because of this history, we searched for a theoretical structure that could help us to look for our own work in a critical and retrospective way, and could help us to organize our own evolution and identify lacks of theory or methods and tools to improve our own work, and even for seeing new opportunities for study, for investigation. The research method in this study is based on 4 steps. The first is an evolutionary exploration of our experience. This is very empirical. The second is theoretical, in which we searched for a theoretical framework and then a critical appreciation of that. The third step is to complement the framework with some additional levels. And the fourth step is to position our own activities in this new framework. As a theoretical framework, we used the proposition of Susskind and Gazilozoy, based on 4 levels: product, product service system, spatial social, and social technical system level. And this is the starting point for our study. So, as a result of our study, we have 2 main phases. In the phase 1, we adapted and complemented this scheme framework with 3 other levels: material, production, and communication, based on our empirical experience. This is the intervention in the lower levels. And then we position additional strategies we identified in the literature and in our empirical research. For example, industrial ecology or end of pipe. And then we indicate 2 possible starting points for applying this framework for the problem of textile waste. As a first starting point, we have the post-consumption garment waste. And we can use strategies like design for sustainable social innovation, because this demands a lot of consumers' involvement. On the other hand, in the industrial garment waste, we can start from the point of eco-materials in the context of industrial ecology. So in the phase 2, we generate and position ideas from the framework. It's something like post-its. For example, we can suggest to develop new materials from recycling the garment waste, or we can develop new products from these materials at the product level, or even reverse logistics at the spatial social level and social technical system level. So we have a lot of options to intervene, and in fact we developed studies in each of these blue squares. So we can say that the exploration, adaptation, complementation, and use of this Susskind and Gazilozoy framework was very, very useful for our study. It was very clear and effective to use, and especially to position and to visualize our empirical initiatives on design for sustainability. This is very close to the quote found in the Susskind and Gazilozoy's paper. At the end of the paper, they suggest that the framework could use it to identify appropriate approaches to be adopted in relation to specific sustainability challenges. And textile waste is a specific challenge. Moreover, the framework can be seen as a good tool for design for sustainability learning classes. And in fact, they say also at the end of the paper that framework could be a supporting tool to design courses and programs on design for sustainability. We believe we could contribute to the community with this study in 2 main aspects. The first contribution is by expanding the framework done by Susskind and Gazilozoy with other 3 levels that allowed us to include other possible design interventions. These interventions is especially improvement of production and distribution flows, and at the level of materials from textile waste. The second contribution is by applying this expanded framework to a particular problem of garment textile waste, and we believe this is a valuable contribution for the community. The design for sustainability strategies can contribute to environment by reducing the consumption of raw materials, the pressure in the landfills and dumps when we send the waste, the impacts of transporting this waste to the landfills and dumps, but also reducing toxic emissions and depletion of contamination of soil and the emission of greenhouse gas, especially by burning the textile waste. Some economical benefits, we can point out the cost reduction of treating garment waste. This is very relevant for the cities. It's a problem for the majors. Another economical benefit is the potential profit when you develop new materials, products and services, and you create new value chains. Also, social benefits can come from the reduction of impacts on the health of people and animals, especially in the low-income population. And also, we can create new opportunities of labor and income. These are some important references. We use it in this paper, and I can highlight especially the first one, the Seskin and Gaziuluzoi. The other three are papers written by our research team. And that's it. Thanks for your attention, and I am waiting for your contributions, criticals, and suggestions. Thank you.